Welcome to Kiwis and Dragons, a D&D adventure from Aotearoa, New Zealand, the home of hobbits. Our intrepid party of adventurers consists of Duncan Daynut, a fighter with a heart of gold and a brain of turnip.
Alright, Grandma Daynut says, Kia kaha, Hawke's Bay.
Oh, thanks, Grandma.
Oh, kill that.
Undra Vamis, a drow necromancer with a fascination of death and a mystery to solve.
Suddenly, after that lovely introduction, none of my introductions seem appropriate.
I was just thinking that.
Dear Rowan, give me the strength to crush my enemies.
Ooh.
Tish Dusklight, a gnome bard that sings like an angel and talks like a mugger in a dark alley.
Cause. Sorry. If I add, if I subtract, if I give it all, try to take some back, I've forgotten the freedom that comes from the fact you are the sum, you are the one I want. And I'm referring to pie, just in case you're wondering. Just, yeah, sorry to the lady with the nose.
And Shold with us in spirit, not joining us today, but we do have in place a wonderful guest joining us in the form of Louise. And welcome, Louise. What are you going to say?
Thank you. I'm going to say I am actually just here because you don't have Scold, so don't expect too much.
Look what you're following, to be honest.
Ooh.
Like, literally.
If you roll more than a 2,
yeah,
you're a winner, really.
But
The spirits are angry.
Quality setup.
Rowan is playing tricks on you.
It's not going to stick, is it?
Is Crystal
Well,
at
wee
home
bit of
having a seance?
technical difficulties here, but that's fine. Yeah, he is.
He's got a little model of
Practicing
the
his
studio. He's putting pins in it.
Do you need this?
Yes, I was. Is there masking tape behind there? Is there? I think is there a roll? Or is it just just the green tape?
That's the thing that is the most readily available.
This is going to be some editing on this, isn't it?
This is the best episode ever.
Oh, it's green, you won't see it.
Except for that time when we had cake. And
Oh,
went to shit
yes.
then.
I didn't even have any of the cake.
You didn't eat the cake?
No,
I think you need to leave this bit in because it looks like magic.
Oh.
I think I went into...
It's chocolate, I don't eat chocolate cake. Are you okay?
No. At all. I don't think...
That is great.
Well, guys.
Should I let you know if I hear it falling out?
No.
Keep your mouth
Like,
shut.
just bring it up.
But you join our intrepid group of newly named heroes and heroines. Such titles as Woodsman, Moon, and other great on-the-spot come-ups. They're wandering through a sewer, having made your way into the town of Hawksmoor. The very simple task of getting past the guards on the gate seemed to be a breeze for all bar one of our party. But a quick interview ensued and slight worry and angst from the rest of you to help Shold get out of the confines of the guard room, or the kind of the interview chamber where it was going to be kept and held. But making your way out of here through the town with some great distractions from Tish, you find yourselves now in the sewers underneath this kind of the northern district of Hawksmoor. A trickle of brownish water flowing away from you into down basically south. Nothing too untoward floating past at any moment, but the odd brown shark will appear, I'm sure.
Brown what?
Brown
Smells
shark.
like Duncan.
Oh, it smells lovely down here, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. You're walking through a space maybe 10 foot wide. The stream taking up a good half of that space. Walls bricked up, some more natural rock, kind of shape or build, circling above you about 10 feet high. So it's this kind of cramped confines here. Kind of that moisture in the air and that kind of trickle of water echoing around. What do you all do?
Do we have some light? That would be the first thing.
Oh, yes, because I can't see very well down here, being human.
Yes.
My axes, because do they flame when I activate them?
They do, yeah. Well, one of them does. So when you kind of crack them together, one of them bursts in a kind of a shimmering sheaf of flame, which does emit light up to 10 feet. The other one starts gently smoking, like a kind of wafts of smoke. So it's almost like you've got a sparkler, like kind of waving around in one hand, and like a smoke machine in the other.
Well, it's probably best not to do that down here then, because it would choke us all.
I have a dancing lights cantrip, so I can make some little orbs to follow us. Will that give them enough light?
Yeah. And could you spread them out? Here, what, 4 or 5?
4.
Yeah, 4 lights, and you kind of spread them out as you wish. And the tunnel you're in at the moment seems to lead off into the distance and bending round to the kind of to the left, just out of sight. So, how far do you want the orbs to go from in front of you?
I want one behind our group and one in front and one a bit of a distance in front. I don't know, some feet.
You spread them out and
near whoever cannot see.
You're kind of you're walking close enough together. At this point, apart from the ladder or the kind of the entranceway behind you, you can't see anything else in this particular tunnel. Are you moving forward?
Yeah, shall I go at the front and then shoulder at the back maybe?
Yes, a good idea.
Can we see? There's no light from like grates or anything in the.
Not in this tunnel, no.
No, not in here. Okay, thank you.
But moving
The
forward,
shoulder armor glow.
it does.
Yes.
It polishes
But I'll save it for a special occasion.
Oh, okay.
But Gundra's got these beautiful lights in the air,
Yes.
just like her. Beautiful. Meandering through the tunnel, there are a couple of occasions where it branches off left and right into smaller circular tunnels that are maybe 3 foot off the level you're walking. And they're small, and you can see ever such small glimmers of light up these. The movement and shadows of what look like rats up and around them. Yeah, more than one. And I mean, Shoal turns around. It's too small for me to get through. Duncan maybe, Tish maybe. But
No.
and you keep moving forward. Now, on a number of occasions where you come to areas where the tunnel now splits off, and 2 tunnels split. And in one such area, there's a pool of water in front of you that when Duncan, you step forward to it, you kind of go from that just lapping the top of your boots to maybe ankle and almost kind of halfway up towards your knee, where it's a little bit deeper, and you see a little bit of rubbish coming from one of the streams flowing into it. Do you choose the left or the right path?
I always get confused over left or right, so you best decide that.
Row.
Well, shall I have a look? Let me go and have a look up the left. What? Just have a look.
Left.
Left. Well, I'll have a quick look up the right. Okay, just you're gonna go left. I'll make sure that there's nothing there that we need to. And Shoal takes a kind of couple of steps, and then suddenly you just see these 2 arms go up in the air as his body disappears through, and it's kind of a crack, and he's just gone. And there's a very girly kind of like. I'm okay.
Shoal, where are you?
You go down, and as you kind of go to the right hand tunnel where he went to, you can see that the water is now moving quite quickly and going down this small shoal-sized hole in the floor where it looks like some rubble has broken away into. Do you go and have a look, Andrea? Because you kind of see this dark shape down there, like moving, and like some groaning from Shoal, but there's absolutely no light down there.
I just have the light just go over enough to say I'm not going too close to him.
He looks up, he goes, I'm okay. What? And suddenly you hear kind of like of a cracking around you. You take a step back as more of this this quite almost frail looking kind of flooring now just kind of crumbles in on itself and opens up. The hole gets wider and wider. You see Shold then suddenly take a couple of steps back out the way before rubble just caves in around to them, blocking him off completely from your view. And as kind of dust erupts and fills the chamber you're in, you go back up to the edge very gingerly and looking down see that where Shold once was is now a complete wall of rubble and brick and stone, with this waterfall now going from the tunnel you're in to this second tunnel below. And with one of your lights you can see that it looks a lot older, a lot danker. There's not really any colour, but the tunnel itself seems to be more natural as opposed to like man or human influence or humanoid influence on them. More of a kind of a natural tunnel, still circular, but with again another flow of water running from where Shold was now and is blocked off away towards the trail that you were going to take.
Ah, well, that's him done then. Right.
I'm still here!
Oh, what does it look like down there?
It's dark!
Oh,
I'm a little scared.
hug your hammer.
Oh wait, no! And you hear him say something, and then like little cracks of light come through. Oh no, that's too bright, Vol. Turn it down, turn it down. I can see now.
Okay. Hey.
Follow the water, Shold, and we'll follow the water.
I can't, because it's leading toward the bricks.
Oh, go the other way from the water then, and then we'll go the other way from the water maybe, and hopefully we'll meet up somewhere, eh?
Oh, I kind of curls around. Yes. I tell you what, let's keep going in the same direction, down a bit, and yeah, we'll find you.
Okay.
Like, as soon as I can get up there, I will. Okay?
Don't do anything stupid.
Well, I can't promise that.
I'll be good if we should have just left him in prison.
I heard that.
There's a great acoustics in here for very old sewers and all that running pool water. Okay, so shoulders in the wet hole. We are on our way. Let's go.
Okay.
So where are you going exactly? You're kind of looking in this cavernous thing. You kind of hear the slap of wet foot, kind of walking away from you, and this kind of northern, Scandinavian muttering.
Can we sort of follow the direction that he's going, but on this level?
You can. So you could follow the tunnel that he went to look down, the right-hand side. It would require a bit of a jump to get across this, this kind of hole that's now in the ground, or kind of some gingerly acrobatic kind of movement. But yeah, you can kind of definitely follow in the same this direction as him, but just effectively a floor above.
Yeah, we should probably do that, shouldn't we? Really, just so we, if we go the other way, then we never find him again.
Okay.
All right. So if you'd all like to, then you're just going to jump the gap.
How big is it?
Oh, it's no more than 6-7 foot across. So.
Well, shall I jump it first, and then I could throw a rope to you or something, and just to be on the safe side?
Can you take Tish with you?
I don't think I could jump with her because I have to use my arms for my special jumping.
That's his jumping.
It's very complicated.
Jumping. See, most people think jumping comes from your legs, but quite a bit of it comes from your arms as well.
Yes.
That's why I'm so good at it, because most people don't know that.
Yes.
That was a 2.
Really good at jumping?
You're good enough at jumping. You kind of, as you land, you twist your knee a little bit. You kind of slip on a bit of rock and a bit of water. You kind of, and you've got a wet ass now. I mean, you're on your ass, but we all know your jumping prowess. So, but yeah, so you're kind of just a bit wet now. There's a bit squishy under there as well.
You'll be a bit careful. It's a bit slippy here when you land.
That was a little bit uncool, but you're safe. It's okay.
Well, let's see you do it then.
Yes. Let's see. What am I doing?
Oh, just make an acrobatics check.
Yes, I will. That would be 23.
You jump, clearing Duncan, and just kind of almost like you just tap off the surface of the water, like not even a splash.
Bloody hell.
You're right, it is a little slippery.
Yeah, well, I've made it less slippy for you. That's the thing.
Ah,
isn't it?
that's very good. Thank you,
I like
Duncan.
polished
I
it with my
appreciate that.
hands.
Ah, yes. I can see it is very wide.
Oh, I take a really good big running jump and I get a natural 20.
Oh!
You jump over and leap, and as Duncan's turning his head round to talk to Undra, you just literally leapfrog off of him, shoving his head into the muck again, and just boom, and then do a little somersault and land. And as you come up, Duncan, not only are you now covered in water, but you've got like this little slug, like.
Sorry, mate.
It kind of burns a little bit as well.
Well, I'm going to pull it off.
Pull it off, and it's like a little bit of blood trickling down there.
Oh.
Kind of like a bit of a red rash, but
Oh, there's the leeches down here. Poo leeches.
making your way forward. You travel maybe for a good 15 or so minutes, making some good headway, and at no point does it really deviate. But you do find yourselves at a point where you're walking along, and you see a metal grate in the bottom of the tunnel, like almost like I suppose on a clock it'd be like 7 o'clock. Like it's that kind of low down, but not quite on the floor. It's easy enough to see these metal bars, and you shine a light down there under it, and you can see that it's a ladder, just going down to the layer below you.
Oh.
There's a ladder.
And the grate moves, does it, or is it locked?
You go to try and move it, and it doesn't budge. You can't see a lock on it, but it looks like it's held firm through time and rust and age and swelling and all of these other things. But yeah,
Does it look like it should open though?
you're looking around and you feel like it should just come off, or you'd be able to be moved so you could get to the ladder. What's the point of having an access if you can't open it?
Oh.
Shout to Shold. Shold! Shold!
Nothing.
No. Do you think we should go down that way anyway?
And suddenly you do put your ear lower. You hear something. It's like a yell, as if someone has just heard the call for Shold, and you hear a cry coming back.
Help! I think he's come under some kind of terrible pain. He's
Look,
it's
sure.
very high pitched there.
Yeah.
Shold, is that you? No! Oh, okay.
Do you need some help?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right, let's try and pull this grate.
Okay,
So,
make a strength check.
Because it's all going so well. Ooh. Some numbers. 12.
Well, it's quite firmly stuck. You give it a bit of a, and it moves in one corner. So there's a give there, but you're like, what's my best
Tish,
tug?
give us a hand.
Yep. Well, do I need to tell you how awesome my hand is?
So do you want to roll? Do you want to roll with advantage, Tish? Because you're giving Doug a hand. Roll again. Take the highest.
Oh, yep, that's 17 as well as 18.
18. So with Duncan now leaning on that corner, he thinks is loose. You kind of come in and give it another yank, and from one side in it, you manage to just kind of like it's going to come down, and suddenly just like lets free from all that it's holding on to, and just you both kind of fall backwards and take a step as all the pressure is released, and you now have access to the ladder.
Okay.
Right, I'll go first.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Down your hop.
I'll go down the ladder.
You go down the ladder, and it's you kind of drop down about 10 feet or so into complete darkness, followed by one of the Undra's orbs, and you have this tunnel, and it's running perpendicular to the one you were running on. So very likely your Shold wouldn't be in this tunnel.
Okay.
But you do see maybe about 30 feet away from you. You see a light. Looks like a torch, a burning torch that is on a dry ledge, seeming to light up this like larger cabin just behind it.
Oh, there's a torch down here. Let's come down here. We're going to check it out.
Okay,
Come
after
in.
you, Tish.
Yeah, I'll come next to you, come. Woohoo!
I come down.
You come down and you start making your way.
Yeah, I'm
And-
not going to run there though. Just be a bit
No.
careful because I don't know what we're going into.
And as you make your way towards this kind of light, it said that impression of it opening up into a more larger cavern is very quickly evident, and you hear that scream for help. It's not really like a damsel in distress scream. It's just like, I need help, and you're the first person I've heard like for a long time down here. So as you move into this chamber, you see this this individual, and they are backed up by this giant creature that seems to be coming out of this large pile of refuse, which is backed up in one corner. And this creature has got large tentacles and all that kind of like limbs and all sorts, and it's just lashing out and being very menacing to this poor person that's kind of backed up against the wall. Would you like to just describe yourself, Lou?
Oh, are you coming or what? Because I am here and I will tell you what I look like. My name is Tempest Diamond Fate, and I am a rogue, and I am in desperate need of your help. Are there any more of you? Is this it?
This is all we need. Oh, no, it's not quite all of us.
Oh, there's one more, but we don't know where he is.
What you'll have to do. Could you please combat this tentacled creature?
Well, I suppose so. Is it like actually attacking her?
As you walk in, absolutely, this one of these kind of like long limbed tentacle things. It's kind of a little bit frog-like in its appearance, but just standing like over and above and around with this kind of giant like mouth, which is kind of got like slather and saliva coming down from. And as you kind of walk in and Tempest reaches out to you for aid, it kind of whips out another tentacle, which she kind of just manages to duck and weave out of the way of.
Jinkies.
But as you all enter the chamber,
Oh,
just here, we'll get you all to roll initiative.
oh, neat. Initiative.
That's what I was just doing the scream that she.
Yeah,
yes,
I
it
was,
was
yes.
you know, I
really.
was just like doing it
Much
myself.
earlier than my scream.
Oh, that.
10.
How did it go?
21.
Really?
Yeah.
15.
We're all still pretty beat up from them bandits, though, aren't we? We ain't had a rest or nothing.
So 21 for Doug,
Yep.
for yourself.
15 to.
400.
10.
And for yourself, young lady.
13
Plus your
Zero.
dex.
Plus your initiative.
plus 4. 17.
You're allowed to use fingers
Yeah.
and
Use
toes.
my mental fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes my mouth move and everything.
Cool.
Cool. So we will go Duncan at the top. Then it is. Sorry, I didn't have time to ask someone else to do your fresh
Not
card.
bad.
No, it's terrible.
Whatever.
You're next.
It's alright, she's going to die soon.
Yeah.
Probably with the looks of you lot.
Oh my goodness.
Don't be fooled, we're very skilled.
Your dex will be higher than mine.
That bloke's
so-
it. I'm buggered.
Yeah, you're going to go you there and you there. So, Duncan, as you run, as you went to see this creature, you are up. You're the distance that you can see there. Probably you're, I'd say, at the front.
Right, I'm going to like run towards it, bang my axes together,
Do it.
and spit on them.
Just like that.
Yeah.
So as you kind of you bang them together now, one just erupts in this kind of sheaf of flame, which kind of engulfs the axe of the head. The other one just starts to kind of mist and smoke, leaving this ever such a small wisp of trail array behind it. You run on in?
Yeah, did they have names? I can't remember. It's.
Ash.
Yeah, I think so. Go on the card again.
Something.
I think it was.
Did I get a card and everything? I've
I
lost
think
that.
so.
Oh man.
It's been so,
I feel like it was Ashton something.
I actually know I have it written down because I do that now.
Simon and George.
No, that's not it.
No, that was what I just called the axes when we were getting past the guard. I just made that up. I think
Oh.
that wasn't really what they were called.
At least I wrote that down.
It don't matter. Anyway, I just bag them out together and charge in and go, right, you're going to get burnt and smoked. Bit like Grandma Dana's cooking.
And you do. So do you have enough movement to get to them?
25.
Smoke and fire.
Smoke and fire. Or
Very original.
I thought.
I have to think of
George
it.
and Bungle.
Oh.
Bungle is massive.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I do have enough to get to him. And I'm going to go with fire first because that's always fun there. So that's a 14 to hit.
Oh.
It does it.
So I'm going to like try and chop it. If there's like tentacles that go for Tempest, I'm going to try and chop at them first. So I swing my axe in and
So,
like,
to give you an idea, so it's kind of frog-like. As you get closer, you realise that it's only got 3 legs, 2 at the front and 1 large leg at the back. And it's hard to see all the details because it's covered in crap, slime. There's all sorts of like gunk that seems to have been built up here. 2 tentacles with these large kind of open pods with little kind of like teeth-like claws on the end of them, and then in this large thick tail you see where it's got 3 eyes running down the length of it, so
on its tail.
on its tail, which kind of hovers up, which it seems to see out of, with this massive maw full of razor sharp teeth.
I kind of want one.
Oh, you're hideous.
It's got everything.
I'm going to hit, that's 9 damage then. And then I'm going to go with smoke. Oh, that's not so good. That's 13.
Just misses.
And then with me fire again. And that'll hit as well. So that'll be 4, 6. That'll be 10. So I'll like hit it with my fire axe, and then I would just like do a trail of smoke past its nose if it has one, just so it coughs a bit. And I'll hit it with my fire axe again.
Right, awesome.
Oh no, not there.
And it, as kind of the tail whips around, looks at you for a second, and you see a shift in its movement, half of its movement, 1 tentacle coming towards you and taking its this kind of concentration off of Tempest, and it's your go.
Which bit of it is facing me currently?
Most of it.
Most of it.
Like mouth, tentacle, large lump. It's a big creature. It's I mean it's large. It's as big as an owlbear, if not bigger. And then the kind of the waving tentacles just make it look more ominous and bigger again.
So if its mouth is in my reach, then I'm going to try and stab it in its open mouth.
Yeah.
With my dagger.
Go for it. You do. You roll your d20 and then
20.
your attack modifier. So that there, down there. So whatever it says. there.
Dagger. +7.
You are a rogue. But unfortunately,
21.
21. That'll hit.
Nice. Squelch.
So roll your damage. So that hits. So just next to that, it'll say your damage, which will be a d4 plus.
D4 +4. 4 + 4, which is 8.
Good job.
And do you
Fail.
also get sneak attack because I'm within 5 feet of it?
Do
I
you
can
cons-
certainly do an uncanny
you con-
dodge, can't I?
I tell you what, yeah. Do you consider
Oh, yeah.
him a friend?
Right now I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay.
actually, just roll your d20 again, just in case. Oh no,
No, that's just the damage,
So
isn't it?
now you roll your sneak attack. So because
4d6.
6.
What? So that 4 times.
Yeah.
Ooh.
3. 4. 10. So I got a little overexcited, thank you. 10. 16.
Is that on top of the 8 or as well as?
as well as.
As well as, so 24 points of extra. Oh, that's quite a lot.
He's munted.
Yes, he kind of lost from one wee little dagger attack, which you managed to like thrust right up on the inside, soft part of its mouth, up and under, managing to dodge the sharp claw, like sharp teeth as you take your hand away. It's kind of like spit dripping on your arm. This horrible noise comes from the maw of this creature, and it's pretty freaking stinky breath as well. But yeah, is that your go? You've got another attack?
I've got an uncanny dodge, so I'm just gonna. Oh no, he's not damaging me, so it's fine.
No.
Yeah, no, that'll do.
Would you like to move anywhere? Is in range, so
Top of the way.
if you move, you'll get an attack of opportunity. So you can, or you can stay there, or you can use your
Or-
bonus action to.
Yes, disengage.
Yeah, cool. So
I'll do that.
So you've got your full movement. Where would you like to move on the screen?
Where am I now?
So you're the one up here, but just
This
facing
one?
the giant eyeball.
Oh yeah. Probably that way a bit.
Okay. So now with the
Behind Duncan.
the distraction of other people, you manage to move out the way. Tish, your turn.
If I forget, I've got 25 feet
Yeah.
of movement, right?
Yep.
So if I move me 25 feet that way, or 20. And if I throw my cloud of daggers, but I want it to be, it goes a 5-foot cube on each side of it. So from there I can hit it on the back corner.
Yeah.
So
you
it
wouldn't
doesn't
hit
hurt
Duncan.
you?
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Choice. And so I'd like to do that, thanks.
So what does I have to do, Tish?
I've got a slither of glass, and I probably have to roll me big one to see if I hit it right.
No, I don't think.
Oh, I
you
can
can
just jump
try
that choice because it's a spell.
Yep.
Oh, goody. 4d slashing damage.
So do you want to read the spell out to me?
Yes, I fill the air with spinning daggers and a 5 cube feet on each side, standing on a point I choose within range, up its arse. A creature takes 4d slashing damage, well, its backside, I should say, when it enters the spell's area for the first time or on a turn, or starts its turn.
So
yeah.
be able to start of its turn.
So
And
it's
if I
done.
felt like to smash it at a third level,
Then you would say, can I cast that?
I believe I'd like to cast that at third level.
Does it increase the damage?
Yeah.
Cool. So Mark, if you've got the spell slot,
It'll be increases by 2d4 for each slot level above second.
cool. And you've got the spell
I'll
slot
just
to cast
double
that?
check. Yes.
Wonderful.
Mm.
So remember that. So it's now the start of it. Are you moving anywhere from where you are?
I'm alright
You're
there.
all right there. Perfect. So at the start of
Come here, lady.
its go, with the cloud of spinning daggers,
Yeah.
would you like to roll the damage?
Yeah. Okay.
As this kind of this
4d4.
maniacal swarm of daggers
Oh,
is
it's the
just spinning around,
triangles.
lacerating the top of it.
Is
And
it
at this
heaps?
point, you take
Do
in.
them all at once? Sorry.
No, you're right.
Yeah, go.
You take in the surroundings, Undra poking your head in, Duncan, as you're kind of battling it. You see that there's this detritus and waste in numerous areas of this cavern where you've kind of found yourself, Tempest. There's a large kind of mould of vegetation and...
15.
Good job. Yeah, there's this
That was fun.
large mould, like large growth of vegetation over in this area here. There's another at the far end, another similarly large pile of rubbish and waste. So the creature, kind of like getting hit by all of these spinning daggers, will just turn and lash out at the nearest thing. So it's going to be 2 attacks on you, Dunk.
It's alright, mate. You're tough, eh?
Yeah, I'm alright for the minute.
Yeah. Mm.
A minute. So first one.
It'd be great if we hadn't lost our cleric with his healing spells on.
I've got
So
some
that's
band-aids.
that's going to be a 12 to hit
No.
for the first one, and then a second tentacle just swipes that to try and hit you.
I'll give it the old
It's going
Lovecraftian
to be an 11
dodge.
to hit.
No, that misses
So that's
as well.
that misses as well. Obviously, the pain and the daggers putting it off. But you look up as you see this kind of movement over the far end, as things just grow and shift up, and then rubbish starts to fall from the side as this slightly darker variation on the same creature, just kind of like, and this tail picks up and just looks as the second one appears.
It's its mum.
Oh my
Same
god.
size, but it's gonna leap
Is it
10
your
feet
one?
in the air and its powerful back leg and land kind of just about 1, 2, 3
No.
there. And then it's going
very
to make
inconvenient.
use the next
What?
15 feet
The
10,
chompers
to get to
on him.
there as you see it now moving into the fray towards you, Tish.
Neat.
Looks like it could eat you whole.
Probably.
One bite.
Just a whole, all of her.
Yep,
And
that's what I'm worried about.
it is going to use its action to
See if
move
you come
again because it can't hit you, so it's going to get in between all of you to about there. Well, it's full dash, and that's its go. Undra, you are up.
Well, yes, luckily
go.
changed my plan. Okay, I am going to. Okay, now there's two.
Sheesh.
Within 5 feet of each other. Are they within 5 feet of each other?
I'd say they're probably more like 10 feet apart, with Duncan in the middle. Yeah.
Okay, I probably won't do that if you're in the middle. No. I'm going to to try chill touch, which definitely works every time.
Yeah.
I create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of the creature within range, which is Mama Bear, and make a ranged spell attack to assail it with the chill of the grave.
Boom, boom.
Cool.
I hope. Okay, so what do I have
Good
to get? So I have to roll d20.
Yep.
It's a ranged
And
attack.
add your spell attack modifier.
Yes.
It's like 2, I think.
It's so I roll this and I add 7, but what do I have to beat?
It's armor
It's armor
class.
class. I'll
Which
tell
we
you
don't
if you
need.
Oh, okay, right. 22.
Yes, of course you do.
Okay,
It's a giant frog.
so I'm at 5th level, so it takes 2d8 necrotic damage. Oh, Jesus Christ. So that's. I don't even want to say it. 3 points of damage.
I've loosened one of its teeth.
I have given it
Tickled
a
its
very
bottom.
good warning. And the hand clings to it. So until the start of my next turn, it cannot regain any hit points.
No, that's fine. Perfect.
Some terrible kind of console.
Duncan, and all the excitement and the moving and these giant creatures coming on now with a little ghostly hand tickling its behind. What are you doing?
Oh. Well, that's a bit disturbing having that other big one behind me. But I'll just have to carry on like attacking the one. I'll just concentrate on one at a time. So yes, I'm just gonna like fire axe straight into the one that I'm fighting and see if we can finish him off, and then I can just concentrate on the other one. Oh, that was rubbish. 12.
Nope.
No. So I'm a bit put off by having this other big one like squelch through the water behind me. But I'm ready with my second one, and that was a 19, which is a crit for me. So that is. Oh, that's massive damage as well. 13,
Yes, my shirt.
14, 22, 26 damage with this smoke axe.
Yeah.
I go smoking.
I loosened it for you.
And then I try
Put it
with,
off.
try and finish it with my fire axe. Oh, that's 16 to hit. So
That hits,
yeah. So 11. And then 15 damage with the fire axe. It sort of sizzles as it goes into its blubbery,
Awesome.
slimy.
But it is still,
Wow.
it's lacerated on the top. There's like lacerations and open wounds on the legs and the limbs and on the tentacles, but it looks angry and ferocious and hungry and all of that. And it's your go, Tempest.
Tis. Which
backed
ones?
it against the wall. So the one that looks like the eyeball is the one that everyone's been attacking, and the one with the big giant mouth is one that's just kind of moved into the fray.
And which one's nearest backing me into the wall?
You're probably close to both of them, and both of them, the one fighting Duncan seems to be concentrating on him now because it seems to be doing lots of damage to it.
That's eyeball face.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're both game.
We might as well try and finish off eyeball face, hadn't we? Okay. So I'm going to stab it
So you have to get up towards it.
Yes.
Cool. So you move
In
up
the
towards it.
eye.
And then you jump up and try and stab
Yeah,
it. So
baby.
roll
Which
your
one?
d20 and add your
Any of them.
roll your attack modifier. So look at that first number on your dagger stats.
22.
That hits.
I should think it does.
This is a new experience for me.
With Duncan within 5 feet, you get your sneak
Yeah.
attack. So roll all your dice. You roll your d4 and your 4d6.
Okay, my d4 says 1. Okay, and my 4d6. Ooh, 8. 18.
Jump up.
Plus 4.
Plus, well, she got the 1 on the 4.
Yeah, but she gets the plus 4 for
Oh,
a dex.
plus 4. It's more than enough. You kind of actually jump up. And actually, how do you want to kill it? The first one, first blood.
Right in its
Didn't
eye.
really need the help.
Wham! In that big fat eye.
Give it a bit.
Makes a real good squelch. It actually goes like that, but we don't care.
So with its eyes being on its tails, you jump up and you leap off its front leg and you just slam the dagger into the tip and then kind of hold down and ride the tail down. Goes slicing through all of the eyes and the thing just
Brilliant.
roars in pain and then you come so far down that you just kind of come across the top and then just this massive gout of blood just erupts and just covers the ceiling, which is quite low, and then the thing just shakes and like and dies dead. At which point the other one looks over and just kind of looks back at you and just like cool go. Would you like to do
Nice.
anything else?
Just crow a bit.
I give a little applause from over there. It's very nice.
No,
Very
but
nice
I
indeed.
weakened it.
Over to you.
Oh, yes, yes.
But to be fair, she done
With
more
your,
damage
your
in 2
spell
turns
is
as
now
Scold's
hovering
done in
over
like
the dead body of
93
one. Can you
games.
move that at all?
Did you want to
Cloud.
back off a bit or not?
No, I think it just peters out.
No, it keeps going, I think.
Does
doesn't
it?
It's going, but I
For a
don't
minute.
know if you can move it or if it stays there.
Yeah, you just...
Maybe just get some grown-ups to check that.
Do you know any?
Just you two over there.
Yes. I don't know.
No, I think it stays stationary.
Yeah, it's not like my flaming sphere.
Creature takes it. So it
which I
basically
haven't used
stays.
yet.
But basically, we're going to put this little marker there. Little birdie.
Like a
is
little wizard.
No, just say that bird there is the cloud of daggers, because you wanted it away from Duncan. And anything that moves into that 5-foot
What
space, I think.
Invisible one.
Um,
It is invisible.
Oh, that would be
Anything
good.
that moves into that space now will be affected by the cloud of daggers unless you drop the spell.
We
Okay?
can't see the bird, I think you need to make it visible.
Oh yeah, I can. I can do that. There we go. Ta-da!
Hey.
Oh,
yeah.
jinkies.
Sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. What would you like to do though? You can use a crossbow, do something like that, or a non-concentration spell if you want to keep that spell going.
I need to stop. I need to ask a question. When I'm attacking something, and oh, you know, it's cool. I'll just like to smack the big one with my circlet of blasting
Yeah, go for it.
because it's right up my.
Has that recharged? You haven't used it.
Oh, I think you used that for Robin Hood and it probably hasn't recharged yet because we haven't really had a rest or nothing since then.
Right, I'm out.
You had a short rest, so I think you charged all the way through and haven't. So
Oh, so we're having it?
No, I don't think we've got
Okay.
it.
Right. Well, we'll skip that one. But I still have a flaming. I can't do it. Flaming spear slot.
Yeah. So that's concentration as well. So that would drop the flame at the cloud of daggers.
Oh, do you need it? It's not going to run away from us. If anything, it's going to try and eat me.
Well, then that should probably be the forefront of your decision-making
I
process.
mean, but from one moment, please, caller. If I smacked it with a thunder wave right now, that's 15 feet in front of me. Can you help me with the math? That'll only smash the big ugly thing out. It won't hurt the people behind
it would get Duncan.
Oh, but you could take a step back and do it.
I could, and that's what I thought I was thinking I needed to take a step back, bro.
So
Oh.
you take a step
So
back,
get a
you might
bit
get
of
an
a-
attack of opportunity.
Yeah, and so hold on. When I'm gonna smash it, which will hopefully work.
So did you've moved out of its range? So
I
not
just
to hit
took a
Duncan.
step. Yeah.
So when you move out of its range, it does this tentacle just lashes out to try and hit you.
Oh,
It's a natural
good.
one. It misses you completely.
That's lucky that it rolled like gold. And so it failed. So it'll take 2d8 thunder damage and
So I'll roll a dex saving throw.
be. Okay.
So you're going
A
to cast.
Constitution saving throw.
So you're going to cast Thunder Wave.
Yes. And I'm just going to cast it at second level.
So what's your spell save DC?
Some. 14.
Just makes out. Rolled a natural 14 and nothing to add. So means he saves. He takes half damage. So
That's
roll your
fine.
damage dice. He doesn't get pushed back or anything like that, but he does take half damage.
8. I love 8s. What's now? The 8's the really cool, funky looking one. Where's the other one? Come here, mate. There you are. So 2 of those. Which is 11.
So I'm going to half that to 6.
That's better than nothing.
That's very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Are you moving anywhere else at all? Or?
Yeah, because all I've pissed it off about now. So I just like to, oh, yeah, sure, that'll do, thank
Oh
you.
no, I've deleted you.
I've got invisible without even trying.
I've been cancelled, Tish.
Where are you going to go?
I'm just over there, bro, can't you see me? Just there, mate.
Yeah, so you're moving anywhere?
Yeah,
Okay.
right there.
I was trying to do it to the left, but on my screen, the left is exactly where the recycle bit is.
Wonderful. So, monsters
In the
go
bin.
then? That's you done?
Yes, yes, because I'm just taking my time in this moment. Definitely wish now that there's been his mum that we heard and not these ugly things. Battery sober.
The giant
Cool.
Ochu is what it's called. Something
Wow.
along those
What's
lines.
you?
Is going to watch you run away, and it's going to step towards you, and then it's almost like it reconsiders. It kind of like it moves to go towards you, and then stops, turns around, and then like it actively makes a decision to engage with Duncan.
Yeah, I will taunt it. I
Taunt
said,
it.
I've just,
So it's going
I've
to
just killed your
move this
friend.
way.
No, you didn't write
into
it.
there,
Oh yeah.
and then it's going to attack you, Duncan, once.
Is that? Oh, and the daggers are still flying at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Oh no, because your Thunderwave probably.
It's Thunderwave concentration. And if it's Thunderwave,
Oh no,
I don't think it's
not really. It just
concentration.
sort of happens after beans.
Um, 15 to hit against you, Duncan.
No.
No.
Okay, the second tentacle is just going to swipe out at you, Tempest. That's a natural turn, rolling like an idiot today. And that's like 8, so I don't think that hits you, does it?
No.
No, just like they're just like these tentacles are like labouring over the tops of you, and just ducking out of the way and just shooting out of the way.
I'm a little bit warm.
That's its go. Unja, you are up.
Okay, now I know I might be a little bit soggy, but I'm going to firebolt it.
You.
Firebolt, not fireball. Now that won't hurt my friends. I hope.
You
Okay.
got this.
Where are you going to place the fireball?
Firebolt.
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 Beg your pardon. So that's more of a direct one. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's
Yeah.
that's an
Yeah,
attack.
yeah.
So
Yep.
Right up its nostril.
It's got its mouth conveniently open.
Yeah.
To the 23.
that hits.
2d10 fire damage. You soggy arsehole. That's better. That's a 10 and that's a 9. That's 19.
Ooh,
Ouch.
nice.
Good job. It just kind of like implodes on its back, and its second, this tail just whips around and extends, looking for wherever that came from. Yeah, good job. Moving anywhere? You're just hanging out.
I was quite happy hanging out for him. You okay, Tish?
Yeah.
You, mate.
She's over there by that big mound of seaweed and stuff. So, yep.
Okay.
Duncan, you're up.
Right. So I'm just going to give my axe as a 12. I'm just going to wink at Tempest and go, that wasn't bad, but watch this. and then I'm going to try and hit it with this flaming axe. Oh, rubbish.
Cheeky donut.
It's feeling the pressure.
13. That misses.
That
I'm sure.
misses.
Right. I was just distracted it with that. We'll watch this one. Oh, that's 17. That'll hit. Eh? 8, 12 damage on that one.
Yeah.
And then the killing blow with my fire axe, I'll just give it a little spin and wink, and then
Like-
here we go.
It's nice to think you've done that many damage to it.
Bloody hell!
No, it hit. It just wasn't a crit that I was hoping for. Anyway, that's 15 damage on that one. So there was two quite good hits, to be fair.
No, it's good.
Careful,
It's
Duncan,
looking-
she'll stab you next.
It's looking pretty bloody now. There's wounds appearing from it, and it's a good job. Tempest, you're up. Yeah, there's this kind of like
Ooh.
this fight
Fast
off
action.
now. As this
Yes.
dwarf is trying to suggest that he can do better than you.
Yeah.
And his strike
I
rate's
think
pretty
so.
average right now. It's like
Oi!
kind of 50-50.
She killed one with a dagger
I did.
right in its eyeball.
Right in its eyeball. This mama frog.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Kind of the same size as the one before, but
Bit less eyebally.
yeah.
Still got its mouth open, I notice. So
Yes.
let's try a short bow in the gob.
You're so close to it that if you try and use a short bow,
Oh.
that point blank range, you'll be rolling with disadvantage. So you
Okay.
roll 2 dice and take the lesser.
Back to the trusty dagger.
Trusted and true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, check out the Sheila.
So roll
No,
a d20.
but I've hit it a lot as well.
Yeah, you mate, but like this is new.
Okay.
It's just a
It's only a
dagger.
9
So add
plus
your.
7.
That's
16.
that hits.
Oh, good.
It's a big lump of fleshy there. So roll your damage. And Duncan's there as well, so you get sneak attack again.
Yeah, see, you wouldn't be half so good if I weren't there distracting it.
3. Did you say something? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And my 3 on my d4.
15,
Yes.
Plus
Plus
4.
4.
Plus 4.
19.
Because
That's more than any of his hits. Almost.
Funnily enough.
Yeah, but as I said, you're going to get that sneak damage because I'm there mixing it, like putting it off. For
Mixing
me,
it.
you'd just be like D4, which would be rubbish.
It's looking pretty, but as you kind of jam your dagger into the hilt, and then kind of, as you're pulling it out, you pull away from it, so there's this big kind of opening, and blood starts to just pool and pump out of. Yeah,
All
it's looking
over
pretty.
Duncan.
It's looking pretty rough now, and there's blood mixing on with the sludge on the floor. There's a body line there. There's kind of entrails spilling out. It's quite gross.
Duncan just
But you
looks
feel
even
you're
happier.
feeling confident. Feeling confident as you hear noises from up maybe the other one of these kind of tunnels. But if you can just finish this one off, you can get back. And it's at that point, Tish, where you feel this kind of like rustle behind you, as that big kind of big pile of seaweed and sludge, which you hadn't really been paying much attention to, just shifts. And Undra, you watch as this kind of overly large pile just kind of shifts its weight and moves ever so slightly, as this large sludge, sewage kind of rubbish thing rises and moves towards you as you kind of look over, and it's attacking you from almost a hiding in plain sight position.
Oh
So-
no, it's the jobby monster.
what the jobby monster?
Mr. Jobby.
And I've got to
Don't
say, thank you for putting yourself right in front of it.
Oh.
Actually, he moved my poor little figurine.
It's a nuclear jobby.
Oh, it's a
gonna
new
make-
jobby.
Deep fried Jobby.
The shambling sewage
What?
is going to make
Shambling
2 slam
sewage.
attacks, both against you.
Can
Or
you
the
make
first one.
little ones because I'm little and my numbers are low?
It's going to be a 16 to hit.
Yes. Yes, you can have
So-
that. Legit.
So the first kind of slam comes in, so that's going to be 2d8. Oh no, that's not a d8.
It is possible to get just a 2 and a 1 on 2d8.
That's 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, yeah. Minus
Da-da-da.
11. Is that all?
Second one,
Oh, neat.
so same again, 16.
16
16.
damage.
No, 16 to hit on
Yeah.
the second attack.
Oh, yeah, no, you can do that, babe. It's all right.
Oh, I got a 1 and a 2.
Oh,
So that's
look at that.
more than you three. That's
That's
7
different
points
to
of bludgeoning damage
Better
on the
than
second hit.
So 18 all up.
But as it's hit you on both of its attacks, the second kind of rungle of sewage just wraps around you and slowly kind of pulls you in. You're now grappled by this
Neat.
this slammering, shambling sewage mile.
Oh, I know where I'm
And
at.
it's slowly starting to pull you in.
Oh, we've all been there, mate.
On a dark night.
Yep.
In an alley.
With an owl.
It's now going
I
to,
think I'm at that.
Is sewage
as
Yep.
we
monster.
finish
What?
the session for today,
Oh.
you feel yourself being slowly engulfed and
Oh.
like sludge and sewage and wet rotting vegetation and brown sharks and all sorts
can
just
smell it.
slowly wrapping itself around you as you feel it wrapping around your face and your little arms, and you watch in horror as Tish just slowly starts to disappear. No. And we will pick up next session then.
Unhappy.
Already suffocated in poo.
Very happy.
Oh.
Join us next week to see if Tish can, rinse herself of this rubbish and sewage, and if Shold will make it back to the party, and if Tempest will become the leader of the group with her battling prowess. Who knows?
Oh, whoa.
No.
Settle down.
Give it a
Whoa,
minute.
whoa. I mean,
Plan T for the win.
Cold
she was
Sheila and all,
just
but-
lucky. Anyway, thank you everyone. Join us next week where we see how brilliant Duncan is and much better than Tempest.
Bye-bye.
Cheers everyone, bye bye.
Bye.